Hello, Tom Cosm here. I've got a quick tutorial for you today on an interesting way to get this kind of record scratching sound using nothing but a simple delay and an auto pan to native Ableton effects, and we're using dummy clips and audio routing as well. So I'm just going to delete these tracks for a start so we can start from scratch, and I'm just going to send the audio to the master track so we can listen to these things without any kind of audio routing. So I've got a beat here and I've got a sample here. I'll just turn off the beat so we can hear the samples. These are just random ones that I've chucked in here, and I've set loop points so that they continuously play sound.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So you can put anything in here and it sounds pretty good. So the first step, we're going to create an audio track, and I'm going to call this pitch, and we're going to send the audio from the sample to the pitch track. So we do this by using the audio 2 drop down menu here. If you don't see it, turn on your ins and outs down here with the IO button. So if we send the audio to the newly created pitch track and we turn the pitch track to monitor in, the audio is going to go from here to here and then to the master. So let's just play that.
Oh yeah.
So we get a level here, and that's great. And that means we can put effects and stuff in this pitch track and it will affect the sample playing in this track. So I'm going to actually do that right now. I'm going to introduce a simple delay and I'm going to link them together. So we only have one delay instead of one for the left and one for the right. And I'm going to turn sync mode off so we can specify the delay time in milliseconds. And let's just give it some feedback so you can hear it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So that's a really short delay. This is a longer one.
Oh yeah.
Now with the simple delay, if you move the time when something's already delaying, it tries to compensate in different ways for making that delayed signal shorter. So by default it sounds like this.
Oh yeah.
More feedback so we can really hear it.
Oh yeah.
Quite a cool effect within itself, but if we right click on the title bar, you'll see we've got a repitch mode. Now what this does is it pitches it lower if it's getting longer, and it pitches it higher if it's getting shorter. So what we can do here is if we bring the feedback to 0 and we bring the dry wet up to 100%, so we're just hearing the delay. If we play with this time, we can kind of move the pitch around. So good fun parameter to play with, kind of get that record kind of effect. Now, what I want to do here though is I want to create these things called dummy clips. And if you're not familiar with dummy clips, they're audio clips in an audio track, but they don't actually play audio, but they can still modulate a parameter within an effect on that audio track. And the quickest way to create a dummy clip is to simply arm the track that you want the dummy clip to be on and record one of these slots.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
And I just click play again. It's quantized to 1 bar, so now I have exactly 1 bar loop. It's recorded what came out of the sample track, but because this audio clip doesn't have a color, it's clear, it means it's not going to play any audio because the audio is actually coming from here. The pitch track is being overridden by the audio coming from here. So this audio doesn't matter. We just wanted the clip. We don't actually want the audio. So we can bring the volume down to 0. It doesn't matter, but I'm just doing it because it visually looks a bit more acceptable. So now we have this clip that we can apply modulation to. So if we have the envelopes area open, it's the E down here. We can choose a device and we can choose a parameter. So I'm picking the simple delay and I'm going to pick device on, and it gives us this modulation line here, and we can change that line to on or off by clicking and dragging a point. So if I have this off on this clip, but I copy the clip across by holding down the option key and I drag this one to on, that means when I play this clip, the simple delay is going to be on.
Oh yeah.
Oops, off.
Oh yeah.
And this one, it's going to be on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So if you watch the power button down here,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Off and on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now that's good. So we've got one which is off, and that's good to keep so you can have one that isn't affected by the simple delay. But this one here, we can go into it and we can pick the L time delay, which was that parameter that I was playing with before to get that pitch shifting effect. So by picking that, we get this kind of line.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just going to choose 1/16th note here. 2/16th notes, I think. And I'm just going to draw a curve with this. So we've got one curve going up. So if I play this, it goes,
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
and I'm going to copy this down again with the Option key, and we're going to reverse that. So let's make it go, make it go down like this. So this one goes down.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
one
Oh
goes up.
yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
And I'm going to do a couple more of these. Let's just make this one go down and then up. And we'll do one more, which will go, sorry, that was up then down. This is down then up. So these ones do
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
like that. And we'll do one more, which just zoom in a bit and make some random points, make it go quite fast for fun. That'll do.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Now the cool thing about these dummy clips is you can use follow actions with them. So follow actions is this little guy down here in the launch box. If it's not displayed, click on the L. The follow actions are a set of little instructions that tell the clip what to do when it's finished playing a certain amount of time. So I can select all of these clips here. In my follow action area, I can bring the amount of time down. I'm going to say 1/16 note. And then from this drop down menu, you say what happens. And if you pick any, it's going to randomly pick another one of these clips. So after it's played just 1/16 note, this is going to jump to another clip. So let me just hit play on one of these. And so we can feed any one of these samples in it and it will do the same effect. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to select these clips, dummy clips, and I'm going to change the follow action to 2/16 notes, just so it's not so fast. So let's try that now. So that's the pitch side sorted. Now I'm going to create another audio track, and we'll call this gate. So the gate is going to be doing the rhythmic gating effects, I guess the crossfader, crabbing and all that kind of stuff, I believe it's called. So we're going to be using an auto pan here. Now an auto pan, if we turn the amount up, what it does is it makes the audio go from the left to the right, to the left to the right, etc. And I'm going to feed the audio of this pitch through the gate. So the audio 2 goes to the gate. So it goes from here, then it goes to here to get mangled by the pitch thing, and then it's going to go to here to get changed by the gate. So let's just listen to that now. Oh, make sure we turn the monitor in on the gate. So you can kind of hear it panning and fading. If I bring the rate up, it'll be going faster. But if I turn the phasing off on the auto pan, it's not going to phase left and right. It's basically going to just modulate the volume with an LFO. So we can kind of make it, you know, wobble in volume. So let's listen to that. And of course, with the rate dial, we can choose sync mode, which lets us have the LFO synced up with the BPM, which is 100, so it'll be in time. But I'm going to choose, instead of a sine wave, I'm going to choose a ramp down, and I'm going to bring the shape up, which turns it into more of a square. So this gives us a really kind of stuttery volume gate sound. Let's play a different sample for now. Let's try this one. Alright, so now as with this gate, as with the pitch, we're going to record a dummy clip on this gate. So I'm going to hit record on the track, hit it, hit play again. So now we have 1 bar. Again, bring the volume down. And just like before, I'm going to go into this first clip, and we're going to choose the auto pan from the envelopes, device on, and we're going to turn it off. So this is absolutely no gate whatsoever. Now if we copy this down with the Option key, we can turn this one on, and let's specify how fast that goes. So we're going to go synced rate, and what's it out by default? Yep, we'll do 1/8 notes, so this is off, and this is on with an 1/8 note. And let's copy that down and make this one a 12th, and copy it down and make this one a 16th, and this one will be 24, and we'll do one more, which is a 32. So these are all different rates of gating that audio. So we've got I might get rid of this initial pitch one because it's creating some weird kind of click. So if I delete that, see if that helps it a bit. Very good. Now with these gates, of course, we can select them all and do the follow action trick as well. So let's bring it down to 1, we'll make it 2, and we'll pick any. So now that should randomize them. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you can go through and load any sample in here. As I said, it sounds good. Here's all my samples. Let's just find something random. Let's do that one. And I'm just going to isolate one of these little guys here. So bring the loop marker down so it just continuously plays a part of the sample, and make sure loop is on. Maybe that one's not the best idea. That one there. Put it in and loop it. So there you go. Artificial record scratching with a random element. Fun little tip there. My name's Tom Cosm. Thank you very much.